Last time we have business. Business. We have the business. You know what's business, right? If I'm going to explain to you business, then we are in the wrong class, right? What I'm going to introduce to you is this cloud over here, and not really this plus this. We got the e-business. Not really, because before that with the web, with the electronic, all right, with the web, with the electronic, right? Electronic. With the web, with the electronic, you already have this e-business over here. But with the cloud, you can further enhance. You further streamline your e-business. And over here, we have three different types of model, all right, for this e-business. Actually, there's four, right? There's four. The fourth is combine all the three, lah. We have the first over here is business to business, all right. Oh, somehow this is important, lah, right? This is important. Same like this now, all right? Same as this now. It's also important, okay? I don't simply want to conduct the class. I mean, I could have record online, but since I conduct it, then it's very important, alright? This is very important. We have this business to business. Business to business, I think all of this is simple to you, right? It's logicable. We got business to business, we got business to consumer, and then we got the consumer to consumer. Anyone have hard time understanding this? Like from the brief view of it, should be quite clear, right? Business to business means that business selling to business, and there are some points that you should read up from the study kit. Over here, what I want to do is I just want to introduce to you that there is different types of e-business model, and giving you an example is maybe the Intel, they will sell to the Dell, the processor, right? Computer processor. They sell to Dell will produce the computer, right? Intel sell the CPU, right? What do you have now? 14th generation of the Intel Core processor. Don't know. I don't really care. So who have the dream? Who has a dream to build their own computer? No dream to build their own computer. You know, if in the future, you can build your own computer. No, you don't want to build your own computer. So maybe different group of people. But if you build your own computer, then you will be interested to know parts by parts. Too bad this subject ends. I mean, this syllabus, this subject ends by your batch, alright, your batch. Then this semester, this syllabus ends. So we don't have much time for me to illustrate to you how to build a computer. I mean, I don't have time to prepare. Alright, if I have more time, I could have shown you how to build a computer, a real computer. Alright, really practice them out. Then we have this business to consumer. Business to consumer, for example, we got Zalora. You know Zalora? Sell the clothes, right? Business to consumer straight away. Got other examples. Then we got consumer to consumer. It means from you to me. All right. Through this e-platform, example is Muda. You know Muda? Oh, you don't know what is Muda? Your generation lelong no, they don't know. But that's a muda lah. Last time my generation, that's muda. I think your generation is TikTok lah, right? TikTok. TikTok is a good example. You got also like Shopee, Lazada, right? Shopee and Lazada. But that one can also fall into this business to business, business to consumer. That is the hybrid. Hybrid, correct, right? My hybrid. Hybrid model. Hybrid model is they have a platform for you to sell in between the business to business, business to consumer, and consumer to consumer. All right. Example, maybe the Lazada. You can see they have a Lazada mall to Lazada mall. I don't know. I'm making that up, right? I make that up. But for sure is you can see business to consumer, right? The Lazada mall to us normal people, and maybe within consumer to consumer, we by our own we can set up a store in the Lazada or Shopee, and then through that platform we can sell to another consumer. So is it okay, this one? Very simple, right? So let us go down to the key success factor. All right, what is the key success factor? All right, key success factor, of course, over here. What is the first one? Because it's inside the e-business, right? We are focusing on e-business. Business by itself, to have a successful business, you need to have a good plan, right? You need to have a good target of your market. You need to have a good product. You need to have a proper planning of your financial costing must be good. These are all the, I would say, normal business success factors, right? If you put this in the exam, I still award you marks, but not full marks, all right? Not full marks. But if you give something like over here, then I will give you full marks. I will give you full marks. The first one over here is, of course, if you talk about e-business will always go through the electronic, right? Electronic means you have to interact with the system or interact with a platform. So the platform must be user friendly, right? It must be user friendly. All right, correct, right? My spelling. Okay, you got what I'm trying to say. All right, first of all, in the e-business, it must be user friendly. All right, if you want to buy something from the, let's say, Lazada, and the system is not doing well, you are not able to process the thing, you are not happy, right? If you are not happy, means you will leave that place, right? Then number 2 is the way how you receive the money, right? This is what they call the payment gateway, all right? The payment gateway, all right? Make sure that, because it's an e-business, how you're going to make sure that the payment is secure, all right? How you're going to make sure that you receive the money from the customer, all right, or the potential buyer. That's the second factor you need to consider for your success in an e-business. Proposal, make sure you have these kind of things, all right? But don't worry, it's supposed to be inside there already, okay? If not, then you just go and put in, right? Just put in some of the point, right? Put in some of the point. Then you got this is the security, all right? Secure, correct? My spelling secure, right? You have a secure, and all your data is safe. You know, it must be secure because it's e-business, right? Your personal data, everything, the payment, everything, the information of the payment, credit card, payment, customer particular basically should be secure. All right, you need to show that you are providing a secure service as well in your apps. Then over here is the customer service, right? Yes. Services, services or service? Service, right? Service. Customer service. Another crucial part of e-business is the customer service. If someone want to buy the product from, if you want to buy, okay, if you want to buy a product from the Shopee, and then you message that shop asking for further detail, and the person didn't answer you back, will you still proceed buy the product? No, right? Because it's a major red flag. Right? It will become a warning to you. So customer service is another factor you need to consider in an e-business, right, environment. Then, of course, the delivery of goods, or we call this the logistic. For this logistic is how you're going to deliver your items to the customer. How you're going to deliver your items to the customer. For Shopee, it's simple because you just follow them, right? Everything is arranged for you. So these are also one of the factors that you should consider. Maybe if you use a Shopee case scenario, you say that you should also be a preferred shop so that they can use a free shipping voucher, something like that. Alright. Should be creative. It shouldn't be, your answer shouldn't be fixed to death. You know, shouldn't memorize and then it's like it should be alive, right? In a way that it should show your maturity in answering the questions. All right. Questions is very simple, you know. Questions is very simple, but how you're going to answer them, you should show a high degree of maturity in your answering of your answer. Then you got this. In the e-business, you should promote your how you promote, right? How you promote your advertise your business. All right. For example, here through the X. All right. Advertisement, all right, advertisement. Advert, all right. Advertisement. How you promote your services, all right. Now to TikTok, right? You through TikTok. TikTok also got the shop, right? I remember one of your friends says that they have a TikTok shop, right? So where's the person? Is it here? Is she here? Here. Oh, you guys, is it? You. How is your business doing? Yeah. Oh, only mid-sem break. Oh, that's good. You see, this is what they say, really do it, you know. Don't think, right? Really do it and do their business. This is a good example. Maybe they can answer the question very well. Finally is the infrastructure or the technology. Alright, to set up the e-business, you must know the different type of e-business. Then the factors to contribute to a successful e-business. And finally, what are the technology or what are the technical requirements or the infrastructure that is related to this e-business. Over here is very simple, right? Of course, in the e-business world, the main infrastructure you need is what? The computer, right? Or a smart devices, all right? Computer or smart devices or your smartphone, all right? To set up your e-business platform. Then of course you need the internet. Alright, you need the internet. Does it make sense? This thing makes sense, right? It is so simple, it is so layman that you don't need me to tell you. Right? It is so simple, it is so layman that you don't need me to tell you about this. Then you also need to make sure that you have a secure touch and go, alright, for payment. These are all examples you need to set up, right? If the question asks you what are the technical or the technology or the infrastructure that you need to set up this e-business, you can say that you need a computer to set up the platform, internet to use to set up the platform, basically. Alright, then you need to have an account for the customer to pay in, and then you can use the AI customer service, alright, AI customer service, the chatbot lah, alright. Sometimes you go into the Shopee, now Lazada, right, Lazada got the message, alright, you got the AI messaging, you can type and chat with the AI. Then of course, you need to have the proper dashboard, proper business plan, alright, to check your business progression. You need to have a proper way to collect your data. You need to have a proper way to collect your data. But if you have like Lazada, like Shopee or TikTok, I don't know about TikTok. Basically, they will have they already include the database for you already. Right? You don't need to manage them anymore. This one is when you are doing out of the platform, right? When you're doing out of the platform, you need to consider all of this. How you're going to monitor your data, how you're going to capture the information. Alright. And finally, of course, the most important one is the cybersecurity. Alright, you want to make sure that your computer is safe. You are following all the, you have all the installed security on your computer. This one is another chapter that will be discussed in detail in your next semester. Alright, computer fraud and cybersecurity. You'll be discussing it in detail in your next course. That is when all the technical point, right, all the technical point will become crucial in understanding those frauds, right? Those computer frauds, those attacks, malware, those kind of different attacks. All right, so that's it. It's the end. Thank you all for attending the class. Give yourself a clap. Well done. We have officially finished the course ACW180. Next week will be presentation. The following week will be holiday, and then coming back the last week I will try to give you back your exam, midterm exam. I will give you back your marks, basically, alright, the last week, and then I will go through with you a little bit on the final, alright, a little bit on the final, but don't expect any tips, alright, don't expect any tips. It's actually straight away, I already tell you in between the lecture. If you are inside the class, you know what I pointed out already. And thank you all for attending the class, alright. Make sure you all do the online forum, alright. Make sure you all submit in the forum, and see you all later in the tutorial if you are coming, alright, for the later one.